Bentornati, welcome back. Today our podcast video is in English. So you remember you can put subtitles, it's very easy. You can go in settings and select your subtitles. Today I have the pleasure to interview, please introduce yourself directly.
Hi, I'm Stephan. I'm in the sales team for Mr. C Residences in downtown, which is a luxury branded residence in downtown Dubai.
For me it's not easy because where are you from? Tell to them.
I'm from Scotland.
It's very hard accent for me, but fortunately we are recording, so if something is not very clear for me, I can go back in the video and watch it again. Stephan, first of all, I want to understand something because I'm very curious. Not only about Mr. C, but in general. One developer decide to put something new on the market and to merge his name with a big brand. How it works?
So in terms of branded residence, they are becoming more common now. You see a lot of developers are collaborating. Not every developer collaborates with a brand that's a hospitality brand. So with Cipriani, as the fourth generation, had founded Mr. C Residences, this is really a lifestyle. You're not just buying a residence in the Mr. C Residences downtown, you're purely buying a lifestyle as well. And this is what buyers really, really love. They're paying more for a premium of a project that gives them better amenities, concierge lifestyle. The brand is well known around the US and Europe. And this is what's making it more appealing because people are actually having a more exclusive lifestyle that the brand can offer.
So, in this case, ALTA knock to the door of service and say, I have this plot, I have this tower. Help me to find a brand to merge with my tower. It works like this.
Yeah, so the developer is ALTA, who are a boutique real estate developer. The Altair family are very well known in Dubai for luxury brands such as Bulgari, Armani. They brought Bloomingdale's to Dubai as well. So they collaborate with, they develop, they build the project. And they have a brand to service it. So the hospitality service is all through Mr. C Residences, and they will have the amenities, they'll have the restaurants, they'll have the juice bar, these types of things within the building.
Okay, so Mr. C was looking for something here in Dubai, for some towers, for some good developments to put their brand inside. Is correct?
Yeah, so we already have Mr. C Residences in Jumeirah, which was actually the first partnership between ALTA and Mr. C Residences, so it's by the canal area. It's a smaller project of 26 units. And that was their first really successful launch. So after the successful launch and handover of this project, they wanted one in downtown, which is a taller skyscraper as it is downtown Dubai. So it's actually the second partnership with the brand and the developer.
What is the best part of this tower?
This tower, you have 4 floors of amenities. The views, I could go on.
So a lot, not only one.
So the corner units, they're all corner units. So not only do you have stunning views of your terrace area, you have internal views as well. So one side of the tower looks south towards the Marina Abu Dhabi side, the other tower looks towards the DIFC Museum of Future side. Your 4 floors of amenities, you have 24/7 door service, you have your valet service, you have the Mr. C Global Concierge. It's like a membership where you have exclusive rates subject to availability of the Mr. C hotels in the US. There's so many benefits to the residents to enhance the lifestyle. They have indoor pools, outdoor pools, saunas, they have the salt therapy rooms, they have gyms, they have a kids club, they have a business lounge on the 57th floor, the views over Burj Khalifa downtown, so yeah, there's a lot of...
I cannot imagine so much because I've never been in one Mr. C in general around the world, because I think that the one that we have in Jumeirah is different approach, is different concept, is more boutique.
Yes.
Here will be more what we can expect from.
So we have different interior designers. So the interior designers that designed the one in Jumeirah was a New York-based firm. The one that are designing the downtown one is a 1508 London. They're a British design firm. They've done some really exclusive projects around the world. Such as Mandarin Oriental in Beverly Hills. So some really big names in London, the Old War Offices, which is the Raffles Hotel. So this one is in with the blend of downtown with your tall skyscrapers. Mr. C, the brand, actually is all about the old and blending it with the new. So Dubai is a very modern place, but Cipriani as a brand is this old world simplicity. So it's really about bringing the two of them together, that people who really understand the brand and the specification of the interiors that are involved, it's merged with the new of Dubai.
Okay, but few months ago I've done some videos about Mr. C. And I was speaking about Cipriani, the restaurant, and they stopped me and say, wait, because are two different things. So there is a story. The Cipriani family has a lot of business. One part of the family with restaurants, and one part with architectural. That's correct.
So yeah, so in terms of where the Cipriani comes into this, in 1931 in Venice, they opened this Harry's Bar. So this was opened by Giuseppe Cipriani. So how it is 4 generations later from Giuseppe Cipriani, we have 2 younger brothers, Maggio and Ignazio, who evolved the brand from Cipriani Residences, and they made their own Mr. C Residences. So it's the same family, but the brand is by Maggio and Ignazio, and in Dubai they do purely residential only, whereas in the US they have Mr. C Hotels and Mr. C Residences. So here in Dubai, something that's exclusive is not available to everyone. So it's purely residential, which keeps it more exclusive as well. So it's an evolvement of the brand by 2 younger brothers who created their own and called it Mr. C Residences.
Can we go a little bit more in deep? Technically, what is the difference between a residence and hotel?
Okay, so hotels would be anyone can book a hotel room subject to availability. You can find it on the hotel website, I guess booking.com. Purely residential is about buying a property, and if you don't live in this building, you won't have access to it. Of course, if your friend or your family lives there, then you can have access, but I wouldn't just be able to walk into Mr. C Residences in downtown because I don't own a property, I don't have friends or family there. So it's about really the exclusivity of that. You won't have guests there from hotels on holiday, you'll have people that live in the building. They also will ensure that if investors would like to buy, Mr. C actually have a property management company which is exclusive to Mr. C. So if you did want to invest in the project, you were not wanting to live in the project, and you wanted to rent it out, Mr. C Property Management has a wealth of clients from around the world who will attract these types of people that would like to rent the property. Another one of the Mr. C benefits.
Okay, now it's more clear. So, one person that decides to purchase one unit cannot rent it out.
They can rent it out. This wouldn't be available on Airbnb. This would depreciate the brand. There would be a rental company should they wish to do so through Mr. C Residences in downtown, or of course they can do a yearly rental on their own. You would be able to obtain an Ajari from 6 months and onwards. So there's Mr. C Property Management Company who can rent it out for you, or you would need to find a local agent who would be able to help rent it out, but it would have to be for long-term rental. If we allow Airbnb in the project, there would be someone in the apartment often. This is not special, this is not exclusive for people who want to live there. Imagine you have someone checking in every week at your residence next door. This is not good, so yeah.
About selling points, from your experience, because I know that a lot of apartments are already sold out in the tower. So the selling point, not the one that you suggest to the client to arrive, but the one that you notice very important for the owners Which one? Where?
So I would say the sizes are big. They're very generous. Now, the terrace areas are very much usable. However, the terraces have been designed in a way that they're not affecting the internal size. Especially in summer months, people don't use the outdoor space as often, which it gets very hot. So you've really maximized your internal space. You're looking at the 2-bedroom residence would be between 2,200 square foot up to 2,400. Now 1,986 of that is internal space, which is huge.
Wow.
We're seeing
for a 2-bedroom is
of
huge.
Course. So yeah, the 3 bedrooms as well, they come with a maid's room. Again, there's very appealing to maybe a family who has a maid, and the 4 bedrooms are half-floor residences up to 5,600. So I would really say the sizes, of course the amenities are special, the location is fantastic, but ultimately you want to feel when you're in your apartment you have space.
I didn't expect this, honestly. Because usually when you say, okay, Mr. C, the first selling point is the brand. But you say something different, and this is a good point. So the size are really, really, really huge apartment. So, but in few months will be ready also one mock-up apartment, correct?
Yes, of course, yeah. Hopefully in the next 2 months our show apartment should be completed, which will be very exciting. The residences are designed to be bathed in natural light, so you have your floor-to-ceiling windows with views over downtown, views over the Arabian Gulf, because people want large spaces and they want natural light, and they want views that Dubai has to offer. And the show apartment as well will be actually within the building, so which will be really nice to see and to feel what the apartments will look like.
There will be also some special restaurant inside the tower?
Yeah, so one of Mr. C's products is the Bellini, which is a famous cocktail which was created by Cipriani in 1948. So they now have Bellini bars and restaurants, and we have a Bellini Café over Jumeirah, which is very popular with the people that live in Jumeirah. But the one that's actually in Mr. C Residences downtown is on level 8. So this will be for your residents only, and then this can be serviced to private dining in your residence, or if you want to have some Bellini food and drinks by the pool area, you can do also.
Now we need to say also something about the prices. Okay, so the starting price is for a 2-bedroom. Right now, what is available, from which price we start? So
the 2 bedrooms right now, what's available is from 8.5 million to 11 million dirhams. Now that's, when we break that down for price per square foot, your lowest price is, per square foot is from 3,600 up to about 5,500 dirhams. So the way the pricing works is in terms of the level. So the apartments are all the same floor plate, but the levels are a little bit, the pricing is based on the level of the building. So for 3,600 dirhams for branded residence is good. There's still a lot of room there for appreciation in terms of if someone would like to resell this in years to come. It's competitively priced.
What was the appreciation of the first project?
So
we can say something like this. There is some appreciation, or
no? So we've seen. Look, every area is area in Dubai would appreciate a little bit more than others. The canal is a different area. It's exclusively, you've got Four Seasons private residences around there. You have the rings coming, but we've seen some units that sold at launch for 6,500 dirhams per square foot, and one actually sold in 2025. So just over 4 years after. It sold for 12,000 dirhams per square foot. So that's an appreciation of 88%. Now, of course, it's market dependent, but that was a figure that really stood out. But we would really see and hope that the brand will continue this type of appreciation in downtown. There is a lot more amenities as well in the downtown project. It's a bigger project in general, so that's pretty good figures.
I don't know if joint service helped me to understand better English, or your accent you lose somewhere, but I understand almost everything. Thank you so much for your time. guys, there is this opportunity about Mr. C. There are still few units very interested. So if you need any more information now, I will put again the video of Mr. C so you can see also a little bit of story about the family. And Stephan, thank you so much for your time.
Grazie.
And see you next time. Don't forget to follow the channel because for you it's just a click, for me it's very important. And see you with the next video. Ciao!
Ciao!